Alright, this Ask Misty is from up-and-coming drag queens. I've heard several questions or statements even from new girls that are trying to break it out into the drag community and the shade they have received from the current entertainers. Some of you have used words like hormonal transsexuals and divas or just shady drag queens. My opinion on this. I don't think that necessarily, yes, there are definitely hormonal drag queens and hormonal transsexuals and bitchy divas. But you have to realize that drag queens are very territorial and drag queens are very defensive. This is their ground. If you're walking into a bar that a girl has been working in for a while and she kind of looks at you and looks the other way, it's not because she hates you, it's not because you're ugly, it's because she's looking at you as competition. It happened to me too. And it's going to happen until the end of time. And when you become a famous drag queen and a new girl walks in thinking she's amazing, you're going to look at her and be like, psh, whatever. It's natural. It's human nature. Unless you're secure in the job that you have. But most drag queens are drug addicts, alcoholics, and always tardy for work. Now, if you don't have job security because you're not doing that good of a job, of course you're going to be worried about some new girl, up-and-coming diva taking your spot. And that's why I started doing these minutes in these Ask Misties, because nobody wants to help the new girl. Because if she gets amazing, she'll come for your job. And especially if there's only a couple bars in your town, how many hostesses do they need? How many cast members do they need? They can't give everyone a job. So they're like, ooh, yeah, you're cute, but I'm not going to help you get better because then you'll be coming for my job. And don't take it personal. It's kind of like you're in high school or college. Well, no, it's more of a high school thing. Think of it like seniors picking on freshmen. Because most girls earned their seniority. They had to tough it out, and they had to weed through all the garbage, and they had to learn their secrets. They had to learn their techniques and become good at their lip sync. And here comes the little freshman. Oh, God, you want a job? The reality is, when you're a new drag queen, you should expect to work at least 2 years in drag for free. I did. And it's an average number. There will be exceptions to every rule. Some of you might have to work 4 or 5 years for free. Some of you might have to work 6 months for free. It depends on how fast you pick it up and how fast you master that craft. Where somebody's going to be like, ooh, will you come and host my party? Or will you come and work at my nightclub? Or I need a girl at the door. Or I need a this. And it's funny because most drag queens that think they're fierce are too fierce to work at a door, so then they target the new girls, and that's how you can get your foot kind of in the club. But as far as the divas throwing you shade, it's not because they don't like you. It's because you could one day come for their job. You know? And it's a very cutthroat world out there. You know, even people that are your friend could go behind your back and tell your boss, you should hire me instead of her. You know, fortunately, I treat Misty Eyez as a profession. I'm very serious about my art. I'm not late. I'm not a mess. I don't get drunk. I don't need to be high to perform. You know, and I hear all these horror stories about how some girls have to do lines of cocaine just to be able to go on stage. Or they need to do shots of whiskey before they can go on stage. I've never had to do that. You know? I don't know. It's a very messy world out there, but don't take it too seriously that the girls are shady to you, because eventually, once you make a name for yourself, they're going to turn around and they're going to start talking to you, and it's going to be like, oh, well, you're one of us now. I'll be your friend. And you're going to have to be the bigger person and decide to let it go that you're mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I hope I answered your question, and if I didn't, please ask another one. This was an Ask Misty, and I'll see you next time.